Hello my accounting friends. Welcome to the 7th lecture on the topic of bills of exchange. In the earlier lectures we have discussed about the idea of bills of exchange, the format of bills of exchange, certain terms which are important for understanding bills of exchange. Then we even studied the pro forma of bills of exchange format. After that we studied the life of bill of exchange, what can happen in the life of bill of exchange. Then we studied what can happen at the end of the life of bill of exchange. And for past certain lectures, few lectures, we have been discussing the journal entries. We studied the journal entry of bill retained. We also studied the journal entries of bill discounted, and we studied the journal entries of bill endorsed. Now this is the last lecture about a variety which can happen in the life of a bill of exchange. This variety or this particular situation is called as bill sent to bank for collection. Many a times students get confused as to difference between bill discounted and bill sent to bank for collection. Please note that when the bill is sent to bank for collection, it is a totally different thing as compared to bill which is discounted. When the bill is discounted, it is considered as selling the bill to the bank. I repeat, discounting of a bill of exchange means selling the bill to the bank. That means the day on which the drawer sells the bill to the bank, immediately he gets the cash from the bank. And on the due date, the bank will collect the money from the drawee. And whatever money is collected by the bank, that the bank will keep to itself. The bank will not return back the money to the drawer because drawer had already received the money at the time of discounting itself. So since we are selling the bill to the bank, wherein the bank will get a right to collect the amount of the bill on the due date, today bank gives us money after deducting the amount of interest. That interest is called as discount. This is what we have already studied in case of discounting of bills of exchange. On the other hand, when we are thinking about bill sent to bank for collection, here we are not selling the bill to bank, but we are sending the bill to the bank. Not selling, but sending. That means the bank is going to work as our agent. The day on which we are going to send the bill to the bank for collection, bank will not give us any money. I repeat, the day on which we are sending the bill to the bank for collection, bank will not give us any money. Bank will just note it down that the bill is received from you. You are the drawer. Bill is received from you, and the bank has taken the responsibility of collecting it on your behalf. So bank is not working as an owner of the bill, but bank will be working as an agent of the drawer. In case of discounting, the ownership gets transferred to the banker. In case of sending the bill to bank for collection, ownership is not transferred to the drawer. Ownership remains with the drawer himself. Bank is working only as an agent. Ownership remains with the drawer. On the due date, the banker will go and collect the money from the drawee. If the drawee pays the money, banker will collect it and will give it in the account of the drawer. On the due date, banker will collect the money from the drawee. If the drawee honors the bill, he will get the money and he will put it in the account of the drawer. Full amount will be put. The amount will be transferred in the bank account of the drawer, not on the day on which bill is sent to the bank for collection, but amount will be transferred to the account of the drawer only on the due date, that too if it is paid by the drawee. If drawee doesn't pay, then nothing is transferred in the bank account of the drawer. Bank does not demand any discount. Because bank is not putting its own money in the bank account of the drawer, bank is going to put the money in the bank account of the drawer only if the drawee pays. So bank's money is not involved. There is no advance given by the banker to the drawer. That means there is no question of any interest. In other words, there is no question of any discount. So once you are clear with this concept, let us now try to understand how the journal entries can be. So let me start reading the problem. Anita sold goods to Nita for Rs 33,500 on 8th of March 2019. On the same day, Anita draws a bill of rupees 22,500 on Nita for 4 months, it was accepted by Nita. On 4th April 2019, Anita sent the bill to bank for collection. Bill is honored on the due date and Anita paid bank charges of rupees 200. Or bill is dishonored on the due date, or bill is dishonored on the due date and noting charges paid rupees 150. So here you can see that Anita has sold the goods. To whom? Nita. Anita is the seller, Nita is the buyer. So Anita is the supplier, Anita is the creditor. That means Anita is going to be drawer. That means yellow books will be Anita's books. And Nita is the buyer, Nita is the purchaser, Nita is the debtor. That means Nita is going to be the drawee. The goods were sold on 8th of March 2019. The value of goods was rupees 33,500. And on the same day, that is on 8th of March 2019 itself, Anita has drawn a bill of rupees 22,500 on Nita. But be careful, the amount of bill is not equal to the amount of goods sold. Amount of goods sold is 33,500, but the amount of bill of exchange for our purpose is 22,500. So when we are going to pass the entry for buying and selling of goods, that will be for rupees 33,500, but when we are going to pass the entry for drawing of the bill and acceptance of bill, it will be of rupees 22,500. The bill was drawn on 8th of March. Then on 4th of April 2019, Anita sent the bill to the bank for collection. So from 8th of March up to 4th of April, the bill was lying in the cash box of Anita only. Then on 4th April morning, Anita got up, checked the cash box, and then she felt that it is better not to keep the bills here, but to give it to the bank for collection. So bank will handle the things. There is no need to preserve all these different bills properly and to remember when their due dates are and at that time go and collect the amount, etc. Nothing of that sort is required to be done by me. Let me appoint bank as my agent. I will tell the bank, hold this bill for me up to the due date. On the due date, go to Nita, collect the money and deposit in my bank account. So I can focus only on my business. I need not worry about collecting. The collection work can be done by the bank. Bank is very happy. Bank is saying, okay sir, on 4th of April we are ready to give you some money. Let us deduct discount. Immediately Anita will say, no, don't give me money today. I have not come to you because I am in need of money. I have come to you because I don't want to have the headache of collection. I want to focus on my work. I don't want to remember on which date how much money is to be collected from which person. That work I am giving to you. So you become my agent, you become my clerk, who is going to keep all the different records properly and going to collect the money from the drawees properly. So I am giving it to you for collection. I don't want money today. Please collect it from the drawee. Don't give me your money. Please collect it from the drawee on the due date, not today, on the due date. If the drawee pays, then you deposit the money in my bank account. If the drawee doesn't pay, don't deposit money in my bank account, then I'll see what is to be done. Simple logic. So I am not selling the bill to you. I am only sending the bill to you. I am not transferring ownership of the bill to you. I am just giving the bill to you so that you can work as my clerk. You can work as my agent. You can go and collect the money on my behalf from the drawee on the due date. I don't want money today. I don't want money if the drawee doesn't pay. Since I am not using your money, I will be getting money number one on due date, that too only if paid by the drawee. That means you are not giving any advance to me. That means you need not deduct any discount charges at all. That is how the drawer will convince the banker. So banker is not working here as the person who is buying the bill, but banker is working here as an agent who will collect it on behalf of the drawer. What is your opinion? Agent will do the work free of charge or agent will charge some charges? Yes, agent will charge some charges, but these will not be discount charges because agent is not putting his money in our bank account. Agent is going to collect the money and then going to put the money in our account on the due date only. So agent is going to charge nominal charges. They are called as bank charges, not discount charges. Okay, so this is the basic situation. Let us now try to solve the problem. Before generalizing the things, let us first of all write down the observations. Let me write down the observations. Observations. Just a minute, let me draw the text box. Observations are not for your exam. They are only for you and me, so that you will remember how I solve the problem, how I think about the problem. It will be easy for you to think in the same manner in the examination, and then it will also be easy for you to get full marks by investing less time. That is ultimately the aim of the entire series of lectures. Okay, so observation is number one, bill Anita is the seller and Nita is the buyer. Transaction of sale is of rupees 33,500, but the transaction of bill of exchange is of rupees 22,500. Bill is drawn on 8th of March 2019 for how many months? 4 months. For 4 months. Therefore nominal due date is equal to 8th of March 2019 plus 4 months. That goes to how much? 8 will be remaining as it is, plus 3 and 3 plus 4 is equal to 7, so it will be 8th of July 2019, but this is a nominal due date, so we'll consider legal due date, that is after grace days. Legal due date is equal to 8th of July 2019 plus 3 days is equal to 8th of it will be 11th of July 2019. Okay, so legal due date is there. The next, bill is sent to bank for collection on which date? 4th of April 2019. Since it is sent to bank for collection and not sold to the bank, comma, the amount will be transferred to the bank account of Anita only if paid by Nita on the due date. No amount will be transferred to Anita's account on 4th April 2019. I hope it is clear to all of you. Okay, so if it is required, please pause the video, write down these observations properly. Once you have written down the observations, then resume the video. Then on the next page, remember on the left hand side, yellow format from my side is Anita and the green format from my side is Nita. Okay, so draw the format and then resume the video. So I'll write here, in the books of Anita is for drawer and in the books of Nita is for drawee. Yes, first transaction happened on 8th of March 2019. The transaction is of sale of goods. Entry will be Nita is the receiver, debit the receiver, Nita account debit to sales account. Amount is how much? 33,500. Let me confirm what is the amount. Yes, 33,500, correct. 33,500 being goods sold on credit. Being goods sold on credit. Next one, on 8th of March 19, entry will be Anita is the receiver, Anita is the giver and goods are coming in, so purchases account debit or purchase account debit to Anita is the giver, credit the giver to Anita account. Goods are coming in, Anita is the giver. So very simple entry, 11th standard entry, and we have solved it now for previous few problems also, so I am not investing much time on the same. Being goods purchased on credit. Okay, then on 8th of March Anita has drawn a bill of exchange. Be careful, but the bill of exchange is not of rupees 33,500, it is of rupees 22,500. So the entry will be bill is coming in, debit what comes in, bills receivable account debit. And who is the giver? Nita is the giver to Nita account. Amount is how much? 22,500. Sir, what about remaining amount? Remaining amount they will settle in any manner, whatever they think fit. Since the problem is silent about the same, we are going to ignore the position of the remaining amount, being bill received for part settlement of the account, or of in part settlement. That is a better thing. Okay, don't unnecessarily complicate the narration, keep it simple. Being bill received in part settlement, and here also you'll specify the same thing, 8th of March 2019. Who is the receiver? Anita is the receiver. Anita account debit to what? To bills payable account. The same bill, if seen from the viewpoint of drawer, it is called as bills receivable. If seen from the viewpoint of drawee, it is called as bills payable. So the amount is 22,500 here and 22,500 there, being what? Being bill accepted in part, or to settle the part of the amount, to settle the part amount. Okay, so 8th of March transactions are over. Now the next transaction is going to be on which date? Yes, correct, next transaction is going to be on 4th of April. On 4th April, what is going to happen? Anita is going to the banker. What she is giving to the banker? Bill of exchange. What the banker was thinking? Probably Anita wants money today itself. So banker was ready to calculate the unexpired period of the bill, and based on that banker was going to specify a rate of interest, and based on that banker was going to calculate the amount of interest or discount, and that much amount the banker was going to deduct from 22,500, and remaining amount the banker was going to transfer in the bank account of Anita. But Anita told the banker, no, I don't want that particular thing. I am not selling the bill to you. I am just sending the bill to you. I want you to work not as my financier, but I want you to work as my clerk. I don't want your money. I want your services. What services? Please keep the bill with you in your safe custody. So I will not have to think about it. My office is a small office. There is only one table I am having, and rest of the things are for my workshop. So in the workshop, lot of different factory workers come, and then I am not having proper filing system, etc. There is a difficulty. I don't want this bill to go here and there. It is better that you work for me as a clerk. So I am giving this to you. You go on the due date to Nita, collect the money from Nita, and on the due date to transfer the money to me. So I don't want your money. I don't want you to be my financier. I want you to be my clerk. So banker is saying, okay, great. That means nothing is to be given today. We are saying yes, nothing is to be given today. So 4th of April 2019, we will not receive any money in the bank. But the bill is going out of our business. It was there in our cash box. Now that bill has gone away. So two bills receivable account is necessary to mention that the bill is going out. Okay. So 22,500 rupees bill has already gone out. 22,500 rupees bill has already gone out. To whom it has been given by us? It is given by us to the bank. Okay sir, then let us debit the bank account. But if you will debit the bank account, then there will be a difficulty. It means your bank account money is received. That is the interpretation of the same, because when we say bank account, we always interpret it as our bank account, our current account, our saving account. So whenever you are going to say bank account debit, that means it will be interpreted by the reader that your bank account, your saving account or your current account is debited. The money has come in your current account or in your saving account. In reality, no money has come today. We have already told the banker, we don't want your advance. We don't want you to work as a financier. We want you to work as a clerk. So the banker is not going to transfer any money in our bank account. That is in Anita's bank account. That means bank account cannot be debited. But bills receivable is going out. Credit what goes out. So two bills receivable account must be credited. But sir, every debit must have equal and corresponding credit. Then what should be done? Okay, so some account we'll have to create. That account will be called as bill sent to bank for collection account. Or you can also call it as bank for collection account. So there are different names which can be given. The name can be bill sent to bank for collection. Or the name can be bank for collection. Okay, any name you can give. Bill sent to bank for collection account debit. लंबा चौड़ा नाम है, मोटा मोटा नाम है. Okay, to bills receivable account 22,500 being bill sent to bank for collection. Being bill sent to bank for collection. 4th of April 2019. entry will be for Nita. Nita will specify, sir, whatever you are doing, that is the transaction between you and your bank. I am not at all involved in this transaction. Neither the bill is presented to me, nor I am expected to pay anything early. Nothing of that sort is happening. So why should I worry about this transaction? We'll say, yes, Nita, what you are saying is correct. That means there is no need for you to worry about this transaction. So in your books, since you are not a party to this transaction, the entry will be no entry. So that is the entry in the books of Nita, no entry. Bill sent to bank for collection is the entry only in the books of drawer, not in the books of drawee, because drawee is not a party to this transaction. I hope everybody has understood the logic. Very simple logic and beautiful logic. Okay. So here we complete the transaction of discounting, sent to bank for collection. Now what is going to happen? The bill will be presented on the due date to Nita for the purpose of payment. What is the due date? 11th of July. I hope you remember. Nominal due date and legal due date we had calculated. Nominal due date was 8th of July and legal due date was 11th of July. Okay. So we are going to consider now 11th of July. Who will go to whom? Banker will go to Nita. In which capacity? Not as an owner, not as the person who has already given advance to us, but as a clerk. He is going on our behalf. We are the owners. Anita is the owner. And on Anita's behalf, banker is going and collecting the money from Nita. So if Nita is honoring the bill, that is the situation number 1. So we are considering situation number 1. Just a minute. This transaction is going to be on which date? 11th of July 2019. 11th of July 2019. Just a minute. I am going to consider 3 situations of the same. 11th of July 2019. 3 situations are: number 1, sent to bank for collection and Anita paid bank charges of rupees 200, dishonored on the due date, and dishonored on the due date and noting charges paid rupees 150. These are the different situations which are going to happen. So we are going to consider first of all A. What is that? A is honored. A is honored. What is entry for honor? Think about it. Banker will collect the money. Banker will collect the money and then the banker will specify that the money is received because the bill is honored. Bill is honored, money is received. Can the banker keep that money with his own in his own hands? It's not possible. It's not allowed, because the banker is working as our clerk. Banker is working more or less like our agent. That means banker, after collecting the money, should deposit the same in our bank account, our current account or our saving account. Now since it's a business, it must be the current account. So our bank account will increase now. The bank balance will increase now because the money is collected from that person. So entry is bank account debit. Why the money is coming in bank account? What is going out? Are the goods going out? No. Is bill receivable going out? No, because bill receivable was already credited by us on 4th of April itself. We have already specified that bill receivable has gone out. Once it has already gone out, we can't again specify that it is going out. So there is a complication. Bank account must be debited because bank is going to collect the money and going to transfer it in our bank account, our current account or our saving account. There bank has put the money already. So bank account is debited. Our balance has gone up. Bank account must be debited. Credit. To whom to give the credit? Credit will be given to this special account called as bill sent to bank for collection account. That was a temporary account which we had created. Let us now cancel that particular account. So I'll specify here to bill sent to bank for collection account. To bill sent to bank for collection account. And what is the amount of the bill? The amount of the bill is rupees 22,500. Amount of the bill is 22,500. And the narration will be, just a minute, let me reduce the font size of these things so it will be easy for us to work on the same. Yes, just a minute. Bara. Yes. Being bill honored. Being bill honored, or you can say being bill sent to bank for collection honored. That's good. Okay. Here also we are going to consider situation A, and Roy will specify who came to me for the purpose of collecting the bill. Is Anita coming to me for collecting the bill? No. But will I stop? That is not required. I don't want Anita. I want the person who is coming to collect the bill must show me the bill and give it back the physical copy of the bill back to me. If that is there, then I am ready to pay the bill. I am not interested in saying that the person who brings the bill must be Anita, because already on the bill of exchange it is mentioned pay me or my order. So if anybody else is coming with the bill, that means I'll assume that Anita has given me the order to pay the bill to this new person. So I am not interested in Anita, I am interested in the physical copy of the bill to be again handed back to me. So in that case, for us, entry will be what is happening, cash is going out and the bills payable which was considered as our liability, that liability is getting over. So in that case, entry will be bills payable account debit to bank account, or you can say to cash account, or you can say to cash or bank account. Okay, to cash account, being what? Being our acceptance honored. And what is the amount? The amount is rupees 22,500. The amount is rupees 22,500. 22,500. Okay, very simple situation. Let me disappear from the screen just a moment, and let me go for increasing the display size. See now, in the books of Anita the entries are like this, situation A. But yes, in situation A there is one more thing, that is the bank who is working as our clerk has now told us that the bank is interested in charging us bank charges, not discount charges. So bank charges are rupees how much? Bank charges are going to be 200 rupees. We'll have to pay. Who will pay? Anita will pay. No sir, I know exactly what is to be done. These are just like noting charges. These are not noting charges, be careful. These are bank charges. Noting charges are payable on account of the dishonor of the bill, which is the mistake of the drawee. Here drawee has not made any mistake. Here drawee has not made any mistake. In fact, the drawer who was having a big workspace, big workshop, factory, where there was only one table he was keeping for the purpose of doing accounting work, he was afraid of the situation that if I am keeping in my cash box this bill of exchange which is of rupees 22,500, and many times he is leaving the factory for the purpose of work, if somebody steals the bill of exchange there will be a loss for him. That's why what he has done, he has given it to the banker for the purpose of completing the transaction of collection. So he is asking the banker to work as a clerk for him. For that purpose he is paying the charges. That means these charges which are paid by Anita are not paid because of mistake of Nita, but these charges are paid by Anita because she was not having the capacity to hire her own employee who can manage all these different things. So since she took the services of the bank, she'll have to pay to the bank. So the bank charges here are as a result of not the mistake of Nita, but these are as a result of the way in which Anita wanted to do the transaction. The way in which Anita wanted to do the transaction. So this particular amount of rupees 200, Anita cannot transfer the burden to Nita. Anita cannot tell Nita that I am going to collect 200 rupees extra from you. What for? Because I am paying to the bank. Nita will question, why are you demanding 200 rupees extra? Anita will specify, because bank is demanding it from me. Why bank is demanding it from you? Because I told bank to collect the bill on my behalf. Then Nita will specify, why did you tell the bank to collect the money on your behalf? You could have come personally. I would have paid it to you. Since you have given the work on your own, this is your mistake. The person who does mistake must bear the charges of the mistake. Anita, on your own, because you were not having capacity to manage your office properly, because you were not having capacity to keep all the bill of exchange properly in safe custody, that's why you went to the bank and you got the particular transaction. So this is not a transaction which is forced upon Anita. This is a transaction which Anita did on her own accord. This is a transaction which Anita did on her own wishes and wills. If it is under the wish and will of Anita, then it should be considered as Anita's own expenditure. Anita cannot demand 200 rupees of bank charges from Nita. So the entry for 200 rupees bank charges in the books of Anita will be simple entry. Bank charges account debit to bank account. Bank charges is the expenditure. debit all expenses and losses. And it is our own expenditure because we decided that we want to go for this transaction. So it is our own decision, our own expenditure. We will consider expenditure account debit. Bank charges account debit to bank account, because bank charges are not to be paid in cash. Bank charges will be getting out of our bank account. So our saving account or current account, whatever it is, that will be used for the purpose of making payment of bank charges. I'm repeating for the last time. Entry in the books of Anita will be bank charges account debit to bank account. And in the books of Nita, Nita bolegi sorry, there is no entry. Nita म्हणेल sorry, there is no entry. Why? Because this is a transaction between you and your bank. Checkbook charges, bank interest, वो तुम्हारा झमेला है, उसमें मैं नहीं आता. So Nita will specify no entry. I hope it is clear to all of you. So honored, and let me now repeat this slide, duplicate this slide, just a minute, and I'll consider here, or I'll do one thing, I'll remove from here the points of A, B, C. So it will be easy for me to specify the solutions which are changing depending upon the situation are on the next page, and the entries which are constant irrespective of the end, they are considered on the first slide. Okay, and here I'll consider these transactions. I am going to remove. Yes, I hope it is easy for you to understand what I'm doing. Just a minute, see here. These entries, sale of goods, bills receivable, and thereafter sent to bank for collection. These three entries are constant. And what is going to change is either honored or dishonored or something else. So those entries I'm going to consider here. A, B, C, I'm going to consider here. Okay. So let me consider again. A entry is honored, and then there is one more entry for note bank charges. Bank charges entry. Bank charges paid. Entry will be bank charges account debit. Bank charges account debit to bank account. What is the amount of the charges? The amount of charges are rupees 200. So I'll consider here 200. 200 being bank charges paid. Being bank charges paid. Being bank charges paid. I hope it is clear to all of you. And what is the entry for bank charges in the books of Nita? Nita will specify sorry, bank charges paid. The entry in the books of Nita will be no entry. She will specify I have no role to play in this transaction. This is a transaction between you and your bank. Because you took extra services from your bank which you could have avoided, still you have taken those services. It is your problem, not my problem. I am not going to pay, or I am not going to record this transaction also. So A situation is over. Let us now consider situation B. Situation B. Before going for situation B, let me introduce insert below. Yeah, okay. And this one I am going to consider as which point? Point page number, this is 10. I am going to consider okay. And here also I'll do the same. Layout, insert below, and this one I'm going to consider as what? Font size of 10. Now situation B. What is the situation B? Situation B says that if it is dishonored. If it is dishonored, what is the entry for dishonor? The entry for dishonor is a very simple entry. The entry for dishonor is a very simple entry. Bank will tell us on the due date, we have gone, that is on 11th of July, we have gone to Nita's place. We have asked Nita, pay the bill. Nita said sorry, I am not interested in paying the bill. So I know that, I means Anita knows that Nita is still a debtor. Nita is still a debtor. Nita account debit. But bill is not going out now. Bill had already gone out of our cash box. We had already given it to bank for collection. So what is getting cancelled? The agency relationship which we had created with the bank, the clerical relationship which we had created with the bank, that clerk relationship is getting cancelled. That means that special account, lambe name wala account, lambe naam wala account, मोठ्या नावाचा account, bill sent to bank for collection account, that will get cancelled. So I'll write here to bill sent to bank for collection account. This is the entry to be passed for the purpose of dishonored. Okay, and here I'll consider the amount is rupees how much, 22,500, and here also 22,500. I hope it is easy to understand what we are doing. Okay, and here I'll specify point number B, dishonored. Then I'll write the entry. We are yet to pay the amount, so bills payable has been presented to us. We are cancelling the same, we are not paying it, so that liability has gone. But that liability has not gone by taking away cash. The liability is now getting converted again in the account called as Anita. The amount is still payable to Anita. That means Anita is our creditor. The entry will be bills payable to be cancelled, bills payable account debit, liability cancelled. But liability cancelled and new liability got created. The new liability is in the name of Anita, who was earlier our creditor. We had thought that we have already closed our account by giving her a bills payable, but then the due date came and we were not having capacity to pay, so ultimately we are going to cancel the bill. We are going to again call her as our creditor, being our acceptance dishonored, okay, and here also being bill. You may write being bill sent to bank for collection dishonored, it's okay, one and the same. Okay, yeah. So point number B is also over. Now let us consider point number C. What is point number C? Point number C, they have told you that it is dishonored and there are some noting charges. Okay, there are some noting charges. Just a minute, let me just ensure that everything is coming on the same page, so it will be easy for me. And this one also, font size is changed. Yes. And what are the noting charges they have told us? Noting charges are rupees 150. Okay, so dishonored and noting charges, I'll specify C. Dishonored and noting charges. What will happen? We'll specify Nita is still our debtor to bank, bill sent to bank for collection account to bank account. I don't think I'll be in a position to complete it on the same page. Okay, let me just duplicate the slide. Just a minute, and here I'm going to remove it, so it will be easy for us to write down, because there are too many different things to be written. I don't want him to feel that everything is written in a very haphazard manner. So in this slide you can see first three entries which are constant. In the second slide you can see situation A and situation B, and in the third slide we are going to consider situation C only. Okay, so first slide is only for constant entries, second slide is for the entries of honor or the entry of dishonor, and third slide is going to be of situation C. Okay, yes. So dishonored and noting charges, entry will be Nita account debit rupees some amount to bill sent to bank for collection account. That amount is 22,500, we already know it, and to bank account, because they have told us that there are some noting charges and the noting charges amount is rupees 150, so I'll consider here 150. So the debit will be how much? Debit will be 22,650. We will specify that the noting charges here are not like bank charges. Bank charges are because we wanted to take the services of bank, whereas noting charges are not because we wanted to take the services of bank. Noting charges are because Nita did not pay the bill. So it is a mistake of Nita. That means we are going to recover that money from Nita. When it came to 200 rupees, we have not debited Nita account, we have debited bank charges account. When it came to 200 rupees, I repeat, let me just disappear and let me consider laser pointer here, it will be easy for you to understand. When it was bank charges, we have specified bank charges account debit, we did not debit Nita account. But now when we are seeing that it is noting charges, then we are saying NITA account will be debited not only by rupees 22,500 but also by rupees 150, because those noting charges are we are compelled to pay them because NITA made the mistake. So when we are going to go in the court of law, at that time we should have a proof. So to generate the proof, we are going to notary public. Notary public is a government authorized authority, government authorized officer who maintains a register of all such type of transactions. So it will be easy for us to ensure that this transaction took place. And afterwards court can help us for the purpose of recovering money from NITA. So those noting charges are paid not because we wanted to avail the services of notary public. We were compelled to go to notary public because NITA did not honor the bill. If NITA would have honored the bill, we would have never gone to notary public. So bank charges are different and noting charges are different. Bank charges is expenditure of the drawer because drawer wanted to take extra services from the bank. Noting charges are the expenditure of drawee. That means we will not consider in our books noting charges account, but we are going to consider drawee's account. I hope everybody has understood the concept. Let me write down the narration. Being bill dishonored and noting charges paid. Okay, and here it will be point number C. For point number C, again same, dishonored and noting charges. The entry will be bills payable account debit. Bills payable account debit, because that is going to get cancelled. Noting charges account debit, because it is our expenditure. The person who makes the mistake, he should record the name of the expenditure. And all these things are not yet paid by us, but these things are going to be payable by us. To whom? To Anita account. So to Anita account. Dishonored and noting charges is the heading. Bills payable account debit 22,500. Noting charges account debit 150. And ultimately all these things are payable to whom? To Anita. So it will be to Anita account 22,650. Being our acceptance dishonored, SNORED, and noting charges paid by Anita. And noting charges paid by Anita. Okay, so this is how the entries will be. First point, here I have made the observations. Second point, I have considered the constant entries. Then I have considered situation A and situation B, and then I have considered situation C. I hope all of you have understood the problem. I hope you have understood the difference between discounting of a bill and sending the bill to bank for collection. The new account, name of the account is very important, lengthy name. Bill sent to bank for collection account. You can use a shortcut name also, like bank for collection account. That depends upon you, that is not a problem. But your name should be such that it will be easy for the reader to understand that this is a bill which is sent to bank for collection. Okay, so these are the points to be kept in mind. Once you are in a position to do it, then the fourth logic is also over. In the next lecture, now I'm going to discuss about all the four situations, that is retained, discounted, endorsed, and sent to bank for collection. If honored, if dishonored, if noting charges paid, what is to be done. Okay, these are the things which I'm going to discuss as a summary point in the next lecture, and thereafter we are going to start with practice problems. Okay, thank you very much for being with me. Do meet me in the next lecture where we are going to go for summarizing everything which can be used by you every time for referring to the lectures or for referring to solutions of different problems. Okay, thank you very much.